Hi, friends. I have the best in hospital and at home pumping hack. This is especially when you're at the hospital. So, whether you're a nurse and you're helping people with pumping, or you're a patient and you're in the hospital and you need to pump. So, maybe your baby's born prematurely, you're working on breast pumping for a baby in the NICU. Maybe you just have decided to exclusively pump. Chances are you're tired, overwhelmed, hormonal, maybe all of those things at once. And so sometimes sitting there and holding pump parts on feels impossible, like the last thing you want to do. And so we know that getting milk out, if that's one of our feeding goals, is super important, and early frequent stimulation matters. But sometimes patients are really tired and they don't want to pump. So um, I have used this hack with my own colleagues when I took care of them when they were postpartum. I have also used it when it's my dog walking around. I have also used it for multiple patients who really, really wanted or needed to be pumping, and they were just so exhausted. And I said, this is how I prepped it for all of them. I said, if I can give you something to make it easier so you don't have to hold your pump parts, would that make you want to pump right now? Because right now you're telling me you don't want to pump. Can I help you want to pump? And they were like, yes, I just can't stand sitting here holding it. I said, okay, pause, say no more, say no more. I walk over to my supply closet where we keep all of our clean utilities. And in our supply closet, we have belly bands that help hold fetal monitors on. So my question is, can I make pumping a little bit easier for you? I'm not going to force you to do it. It has to be the patient's desire to pump. And if they say, yes, I really, really want to pump, but this is exhausting, it's overwhelming, it feels too hard, say no more. I'm here. I've got an idea. So I go into our supply closet and I grab belly bands that we use for fetal monitoring. We put them on like over your head, like a tube top, but it goes over your belly where you can step into it. And usually we use them in labor to hold the monitors on so we can listen to baby's heartbeat and monitor contractions. However, it looks something like this. This is not the one we have at our hospital. This is what I bought off of Amazon. Okay, looks like a tube top. They come in different sizes. I'll show you what ours looks like here. This is just a belly band that I bought off of Amazon. You can buy, again, different sizes. I don't know, small, medium, large. They have measurements. You'll figure it out. Find one that you think might fit over your torso. And instead of pulling it down over your belly, you're going to pull it over your breasts. Okay? Now, this is going to be a hospital-made pumping bra. This is going to be your hospital-made pumping bra. This is our hack. Okay? Our hack is, using hospital-provided supplies or easy-to-find supplies. You're going to make a pumping bra, hands-free pumping bra, okay? So once the belly band goes on, we have to just locate kind of where the nipples naturally lie. We don't want to make a hole too high, too low, or off to the side. So you're going to locate where the nipples are, and you're going to cut a small hole. These are large fabric shears. I also like to use my bandage scissors. When I'm at the hospital, I have small bandage scissors that I wear on my badge, okay? I'll show you those. Here, locate where the nipple naturally kind of is. Small. Think small. Okay? The hole is here. Depending on the type of material you have, you may need to gently widen it a little bit. The material for the ones we have at the hospital stretches very easily, so it needs very little manipulation. This needs a little bit more. Then you're going to find your flange. Okay? Flange goes inside, outside. Place your nipple in the center of the flange. You now have a pumping bra. Let's say you have a kit that has a flange that looks more like this. It's all in one. This piece doesn't come out. We're going to cut a slit instead of a hole. Other side. And we're not going to have to stretch the hole to widen it. We're going to use that hole, depending on the elasticity of your material, to slide the flange in through the slit we made. And still, it's going to hold. So as you can see, we have two different options for flanges in our hands-free pumping bra. In this scenario, you can twist your bottle on. In this one, there's another attachment piece and then your bottle, okay? The nipple should be, we can talk flange fit another day, but hands-free pumping bra. And you can make it with supplies that your labor and delivery nurse or postpartum nurse can already find for you on the unit. Best thing is it's reusable. It provides gentle support. The number of women that I have put this on and they have had like immediate relief. So one of the girls was just so tired and didn't want to hold her pump parts. We put this on. She was able to pump. She was so much more comfortable. And if you're comfortable while pumping, you're so much more likely to want to do it, which is going to help you feel like you can meet your feeding goals. And so it provides a little bit of support. So my other patient had really large breasts, and just putting this on helped feel like things were kind of held gently together without any pinching. And then my other patient had on a pumping bra that just really was not working for her. It was really hard to get the flanges lined up with where her nipple was, with the way the straps and like the hole for the bra was. And so we took that bra off. She had immediate relief. We tucked on this gentle tube top style and got her pumping, and again felt so much more comfortable, which is going to help to better breastfeeding and better pumping. So this is my hack. Use the hospital belly bands, cut a small hole or a slit depending on what you have for your pump parts. Happy pumping.